In a quiet little town nestled between the woods and the winding river stood a small school called Willow High. The bell rang every morning. The floors smelled faintly of chalk and dust, and the same faces filled the halls each day. Among them was a boy named Eli Turner, 16 years old, soft-spoken, and always tired. Every morning, Eli's eyes would grow heavy in class. The hum of the fluorescent lights and the slow rhythm of his teacher's voice made his head sink little by little until his cheek rested on his arm. His classmates would giggle. "There he goes again," someone would whisper. Even the teacher, Mr. Hanley, would sigh. "Eli Turner," he said one day, his voice sharp like breaking glass, "if you cannot stay awake, perhaps you should not be here at all." The room filled with laughter. Eli stood, his face red, and muttered a quiet apology. He stayed after school that day, writing "I will not sleep during lessons" 100 times until his fingers ached. He wanted to explain that after school, he worked at the gas station until midnight and then took the last bus home to care for his sick grandmother. But he didn't. Words were hard when your heart was tired. That weekend, the rain came down soft and steady, pattering against the roofs of town. Mr. Hanley drove to Willow County Hospital to visit an old friend. The halls were quiet, except for the beeping of machines and the soft shuffle of nurses' shoes. As he walked past one of the rooms, he stopped. There, sitting beside an old woman's bed, was Eli. His school jacket was draped over the chair, his hair messy, and his hands gently wiping his grandmother's forehead with a cool cloth. He hummed softly, a tune that trembled like the wind through trees. On the table beside him sat a small sandwich, still wrapped, and a stack of homework papers, untouched. Mr. Hanley's chest grew heavy. He stepped to the nurse's desk and asked, "That boy in room 214, what's he doing here?" The nurse looked up and gave a small smile. "Oh, that's Eli Turner. Poor kid's been staying here most nights. His grandma's been sick for months. He works evenings to pay rent and keep the lights on. Comes straight here afterward. Hardly sleeps at all." Mr. Hanley didn't speak. He felt something cold and sharp twist inside him, guilt. He saw again the tired boy standing before the laughing class, eyes downcast. And he, the teacher, had been one of the ones who had made him smaller. That night, Mr. Hanley sat by his window, unable to sleep. The rain kept falling, steady as a heartbeat. Monday came. The sky was pale and heavy with clouds. Eli was back at his desk, eyes rimmed red, his body swaying slightly from exhaustion. Mr. Hanley said nothing. When Eli drifted off again, no one laughed this time. The classroom was quiet, except for the scratch of pencils and the ticking clock. When the bell rang, Eli stirred and sat up, blinking in confusion. On his desk lay a small, folded envelope. Inside were a few bills and some coins. Not much, but it looked like the kind of money people give when it comes from the heart. Tucked inside was a note for Eli, from your classmates and teachers. "We're sorry we didn't see your tired heart sooner. Thank you for what you do." Eli stared at it for a long time. His lips trembled, and tears filled his eyes. He pressed the envelope to his chest and whispered, "Thank you." No one said a word, but every eye in the classroom was on him, soft, ashamed, and full of understanding. That night, Eli returned to the hospital. His grandmother was asleep, her hand resting in his. He sat beside her and whispered, "Grandma, I think people finally see me now." The moonlight fell through the window, pale and gentle, and for the first time in a long while, Eli let himself drift into peaceful sleep. The kind of sleep that comes not from exhaustion, but from being loved. And so, the people of Willow High never forgot the story of the sleepy boy, the boy who carried too many burdens, yet never complained. They said that every school has a student like him, and that kindness, when given in time, can wake even the weariest heart.